Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Got a question in from Julie. This is an email. Hi Matt, I have a question for you concerning a landscape lens for my Olympus OMD E-M10. I'm going on holiday next week to America, visiting Yosemite, LA, San Fran, and so I'm contemplating on purchasing a landscape lens. At the moment, I own the 70-300 Ollie, the 60mm Ollie Macro, adore that lens, and the 14-42 kit Pancake from Ollie. So far, I've used that kit lens for landscapes, but it just doesn't deliver the same beautiful colors or sharpness that, for example, my Macro does. So I'm looking for a better lens for landscapes, cityscapes. I've seen the 7-14mm Pro from Ollie, but that one is beyond my budget at the moment. I found the 12mm f2 from Ollie and the 9-18 from Ollie. Which one would you pick? Are there other good options out there? Thanks for the help, Julie. So great question, because a lot of people in Micro Four Thirds are wondering, what landscape lens should we shoot with? There's not a plethora of options there, but there are a few good ones. The one you mentioned, the 9-18 from Olympus. Let's see, we have it open here. Let's just flip over to it. And on Amazon, it's $5.99. And as you can see, it's a variable aperture f4 to 5.6. And this factors into my reasoning on what I would choose. The option I would go with is if we flip over to the next one I have open here is the Panasonic 7-14 f4. Now, this is $797, so it's a little bit more. It's what 25% more. It's 800 versus 600. But this is a very highly reviewed lens. You could see it's 4.5 out of 5 stars, 70 reviews there. The big advantage here is we have a not a variable aperture lens. We've got a constant aperture f4, and then the perhaps even bigger advantage, because fast lens for landscape, not always so much an issue, but it is faster, but it's also 2 mils wider. So on a Micro Four Thirds, you're looking at 14-28 versus the 9 mil becomes an 18. So you've got a fairly significant advantage on width, which when you're looking for an ultra wide, especially for landscape, I think that is the advantage. So I would spend the additional and get the 7-14 from Panasonic. Obviously, you mentioned the Pro lens from Olympus, and that one is this one here, the Olympus 7-14 f2.8, and this one's around $1,200. That lens is great, but you mentioned it was out of your budget, and it's twice the price of the other lenses we're looking at here. The one I really like here, if we go back to the Panasonic, the 7-14, it's an f4, very good lens, very well rated. It gives you the widest that you can get in that price range, and you got the constant aperture. So I really like that. That is the one I would recommend. What do you guys think? Do you agree with my thinking on this? Would you go with the Panasonic 7-14? Would you go with the initial one she mentioned, the Olympus, the 9-18? Let me know what you guys think. Is there another option I'm missing here? Let me know that too. Leave in the comments below. Let's help her out. Would you go? Which way would you go, and why? Thanks for tuning in, folks. Thanks for your question, Julie. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.